Ew. All right. New episode, new project. I'm excited to get this one going. So we're going to need a lot of wood for all of our chests and our hoppers for the Guardian farm. So we're going to make a nice wood farm. So obviously we'll need a lot more wood for a lot of other things in the future. But that's kind of like the most demanding resource that I'm going to need in the near future. So let's go ahead and make this farm. And I am loving these shulker shells. Look at how many resources I was able to bring. Well, this is just kind of like some inventory stuff that I cleared. We got our food source. Let me grab a few more of these. This is for our project. Oh, excuse me. I got almost like the hiccups right there. We got some redstone supplies, and I forgot some pistons. So I'm going to have to go back and grab some more. I was so proud of myself. I thought I had all the resources. So we've got a bunch of wool. We've got red wool, black wool, more black wool, and some blue wool. And then we just have some typical stone, some wood, and some sea lanterns for this build. And I'm really excited to do it. So I'm going to pillar up right here. So this is a little bit of ways. So this ocean right here, this body of water is what connects to our iron farms and home. It's just a few hundred blocks that way. So relatively close, not too far for the nether portal. So I'm just going to pillar up here. Let's see, I just went to one of the nearest land masses, and this one looks pretty appropriate as it's just like kind of a regular old forest. So what we're going to do is let me pull up a little bit further so you can kind of see more of this land. And I kind of picked up this biggest piece of land mass. It's a little broken up by rivers. So you can see over here, here's kind of like a part, here's a part. Maybe we do something with this in the future. But yeah, right here is the biggest piece of land. So I'm thinking of making pretty much this whole area right here is all going to be wood farms. So it's pretty big project, and it's going to be a tileable design that I kind of have in mind. So we're going to do one design right here first, and then we can build out. I'm thinking like doing 4. 2 or 3 might be enough, but I'm thinking 4. So we're just going to start with 1 and then just expand out as necessary. Anyway, so the first part of this is going to be me clearing out all of the current trees that are sitting here and leveling this land. So I have a nice level surface to build on because it's going to be pretty level as well. Well, time to get to work. All right, here's our land mass, and here is our first section of the tree farm. And it's looking good. Minus these little green spots, those grass spots will be just regular dirt once I get some trees planted on it or just replace it. So pretty simple design. We've got a section over here for the big trees, spruce, dark oak, and other thing. Oh, jungle. That's what I was looking for. And then over here we've got the trees that are going to be 1 wide that we're going to plant. And I'm just going to go ahead and drop down. We have glass bars on top of here so they don't grow taller than 7. So we don't have to jump up and down or have those big trees grow up like the oak trees do. And this little design that I kind of put together is with the this black glass goes along with these little orbs of floating light. So it's kind of cool. It's almost like they are filled with helium, or not helium, but some that's making them float. Oh, look here, I forgot. I don't have any on me. I got to put the bottoms to all these on. So you can see these ones have the bottoms on, but not these yet. And then these will also go around this one. I just haven't gotten there yet. Just wanted to show the little progress we got. So here it's you plant all the trees, then you wait for them to all grow, and then you cut them all down. And then as their leaves slowly disintegrate, this water pushes them to the middle, and it's picked up by hoppers. So you can see here, this is a hopper with some carpet on. There's my redstone supplies. There we go. And I have some of the redstone hooked up. So if I hit this button, boom, all the water, see, just flowing right down there to all these hoppers. I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. I'll just show you real simple. We got redstone coming down from this button, gets transferred to here, goes to both these areas right underneath. Really simple design, just a whole bunch of repeaters putting power into these blocks, which are powering the dispensers above. And then we got little redstone signal extenders. Could have probably done that more clean, but you know, it's whatever. Yeah, and so we've got one side done. I got to dig out this side and then put in the redstone over there, and then put the lighting on this side, and then we will have our first tile done. Boom! I'm really excited. It's looking good. I like these kind of like this. I really like the way the blue and the black go, and then these sea lanterns are just really good for the lighting. And then I could have made it all black here in the middle, but I wanted something to give it just a little bit more flair. So yeah, I added the red. And then once we have 4 built across here, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 4. So you know, once you were to plant all of these, it'd be pretty easy. As you're working, by the time you get to one end, you'd come back and start over. Should be enough time for a bunch of trees to grow up. But once I get 4 up and going, my plan is to have, I have chests here right now for temporary for all of the saplings and stuck wood to flow right into here. Then what my plan is to do, and you can kind of see here, and this will be a cross section. So I don't have those. Let me grab some of my supplies real fast so I can show you what I'm thinking. Oh man, I just don't have. Oh, I know what I can do. Where? Oh, here, over here. Here's some. I can quick craft me up some of these slabs. Do I have any cobble in here? No, doesn't matter. All right. So, you see these, not these slabs. Let's see here. These guys will come out. And then this will also come out. So this will be like a intersection. Oh yeah, so here I could grab that, grab this. So let's do this. Boom, there we go. Yeah, so there'll be like these little spots that you could like go down the ladder, and that's where you would collect all of these supplies that go down there. And then in the future, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like little ladders on each cross section. So there'll be 3 and then 1 on the end. Maybe I'll do 1 on each corner or whatever. So maybe like 1 right here. I don't know. We'll play with that once we get the design figured out. And then I'm just going to dig out a big hole, big rectangle out of there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay glass down kind of like halfway up that room. And then on the very bottom, I'm going to make like a tree, like out of like a pixel art of a tree. So I think it'll look really cool. So you come over here, you harvest all your trees, you come over here, you go down the ladder. There'll be a sorting system with all the different kind of saplings, so you can go and grab which ones you want to plant. You do that all the while just looking down on this big, beautiful tree of pixel art. So I'm excited to do that. But the pixel art is just kind of an idea that I want to do. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it. I have some other things in the server that I want to get to first. So we're going to keep trucking on. Bill, we got to get I'm going to have to run back and grab a beacon. Oh, and I do not need pistons. I thought I needed pistons, but I remember I decided not to. I was going to have it so these dirt blocks would pop up and then go back down, but then I thought about it and I was like, I don't really need a reason to do that because I have the water on the side being dispensed like this. So it'll all work just like this. Yeah, so I'm going to go back, grab a beacon, and then put the second one in, get some trees planted, and hopefully I'll get all 4 pads done sooner than later. Hey, that's the end. That's not the wood farm. You're right. Here we are at the end. So I ran out of redstone for my wood farm. Lots of repeaters. So ran out of redstone pretty quick there. So I was mining for more redstone and other materials like diamonds and such. And my picks are all pretty low, except for this one is pretty much this Fortuny number 2 is the last one that's like pretty much full. This one's got a little bit left, and then I have like 8 other picks that are practically down, less than 50 durability. So you can see the durability down there at the bottom. Anyway, so I've been using the automatic AFK fish farms to get experience and repair picks and stuff in the past, but since 1.11, those have broken, and you would need to do an updated fix, which wouldn't be too bad, but I've been meaning to make an Enderman XP farm anyway, so now would be a good time to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and make that, since I have lots of repairing to do, and, you know, it'd be a good time to make it in the server. I just kind of been putting it off and been really excited to do my other builds. So you can see here we've got the main island in the distance. You can see the obsidian spawning platform right there. There you go. You can kind of see it. And I've got a little design to get out here that will complement this rail in the future. So, but we will get to making this all nice and pretty in a bit. So first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and build the Enderman XP farm, which is nothing new to Minecraft. So I'll just put the link of DocM and Panda and a couple of the people that they play with have an Enderman farm that's kind of like a base design that pretty much everybody uses. So, you know, if you want to check out like how this is made, go ahead and check out that link below. Otherwise, I'm just going to build this Enderman farm. And then as far as the base structure goes, that's going to all be kind of custom. And then I'll do some more video of me planning that out and kind of figuring it out. So, but right now my plan is to have, you know, you'd come here, you'd hop on the rail, you'd come in here, you'd come into this area, this railway is going to be like open, so you could see the Enderman rings, and you could see them falling as you got closer. And then once you get here, you could get out and walk straight. Here's the Enderman killing chamber. So if you just got a bunch of stuff to repair, you could come here, which will be most of the cases of why you would be here, and then you could just repair them and then just go and hop back in the cart. But if you were here for like to stock up on ender pearls or do some enchanting and stuff, then you could just like drop off the side here, and then I'll have like a big area in the bottom. Maybe we'll do like a diagonal shape or something like that. And then we'll have a bunch of chests where you could come and place a bunch of shulker boxes down, and those would all fill up with ender pearls, and then we'd have like a little enchanting station and some other stuff. So, but first things first, we're just going to get this farm going, repair our tools, probably get back to the wood farm, and then maybe come back and do some work on this. Just a quick update. Da-boom! It's working. There's none falling right now because I think this is pretty capped. I have the volume off for obvious, very loud Enderman reasons. But yeah, you can see this was my low pick. It was repaired in no time. Yep, you see all. Look at those guys fall. Yeah, spawning platform. Oh shoot, I missed a little part. Yeah, spawning platform working perfectly, working as is. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. But yeah, I mean, not really a big need to though. But look at those guys. Oh man, this is gonna be fantastic. Cool. Well, gotta repair the rest of my tools now. Ew, it's working and it's fantastic. We got it finished. The wood farm, the semi-automatic wood farm. I like it. It's pretty awesome. The design where I had the carpets on top of the hoppers actually wasn't working because, and I knew this before, I just completely forgot about it. When you have water push out, let's see here, let's find one that's fully grown. when you have water pushed to the edge like this, and there's carpet on this hopper, the item gets stuck on the edge of the carpet and doesn't get picked up by the hopper. So I had to go ahead and remove all those. So maybe one day we drop all the hoppers down a couple and make it look kind of nicer. Then you look down and you would see like just like a row of cotton on that side, and black cotton and black cotton on each side, and then we could have the maybe the red carpet on top of these hoppers in that bottom. So, but that's for a future day. I got the functionality up and it looks pretty decent, so we're gonna stick with that. So you can see on the left side we've got lots of spruce growing, so we can chop all those down. Here we got some dark oak growing, some more spruce, lots of spruce for just like general wood items because it grows so big and provides so much wood. Yep, and then over here we have our rows. So we've got some oak, and then we have some acacia, and then we have some more oak, and then we have some birch. I've been running around back and forth. You can see my axe is kind of low here. Been running around back and forth, chopping some wood, and voila! I've been doing lots of chopping. I got an entire shulker box full of chests. So we are going to be using a lot of these in making into hoppers, and then we're going to use a lot of them just for the chests for our storage system and the Guardian Farm storage system in the future. Anyway, so because who couldn't use some more chests and wood and all that stuff? So, oh, hey, well, since I'm down here, this would be a perfect time to show you the redstone. Yeah, so simple layout. I like to put the redstone on the polished diorite. That way I know if I'm ever building in the future, if I come across a polished diorite block, because I almost never use that for building, that is a block with some redstone on top of it. So that makes things easier when I come back to add things, or I'm building stuff in small spaces. Obviously I don't need it. If it's a decorative block that I need redstone on, I just use something else. So, but yep, just a little button puts a signal down on these blocks, it shoots out, goes out that way, lights up all these hoppers, lights up all the dispensers. And one thing that I actually didn't anticipate, so here I still have beacons going. This is like my utility area. Yep, and so then a couple more here. Boom and boom. And here, let me show off this area over here. So this is underneath. So you see this one's kind of like floating out into the water landscape. And so I'm thinking when we come back here to make it all pretty in the future, maybe we make a boat door, like a bay, just for fun. I mean, you wouldn't never really come here from boat, but just in case you ever did, that'd be a really cool bay. And even more so, that'd be cool just to go and look at when I make all this beautiful on the underbelly. So, but I do really like the sea lanterns in the black glass. Kind of got this, floating lighting system. So it's pretty cool. And I put one ring of torches, or a ring or two, like a little radius, so mobs don't spawn right next to the you can see a structure out in the distance, which we'll get to soon. Oh yeah, so lighting, I just put a ring of torches around so mobs didn't spawn right around the farm. So if you're in here cutting wood, they don't come up and blow you up if it's a creeper. So, which has happened once or twice when I was building this. So it's not fully mob proofed yet. So, but that will be a to do in the future. So as far as if a mob spawned over here and you're running past, like if it was a zombie, he could see you running past here and then he could follow you up. So as far as all the spots on this farm, I'm pretty sure nothing can. Oh, hey, look, I missed a. Dang it. It's 1 block away from being finished. So, no, but I like it a lot. So I've gotten a lot of resources digging up this whole area. And then I actually did some mining at the bottom of this where those beacons come out, those black beacons. The very bottom of that, I was doing a bunch of mining because I ran low on redstone. So I got lots. Actually, if we go look at my ender chest, check this out. All of these shulker shells are just full of stone, granite, cobble, ores, all that stuff. So got quite a bit of resources. Oh, and I also rearranged my shulker box inventory style. So right now, the one that I'm keeping is that I've for sure decided as I eat some pumpkin pie is that in my ender chest, I'm going to always have a certain amount of supplies that I'm always going to keep in my ender chest. And I'm going to keep those black. So these black shulker boxes I will always have in my ender chest, which will always provide me some basic essentials when I'm out building or running around or, you know, doing whatever. So obviously one box is a food source. Another box is potion of swiftness. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this long term or not. You know, I drink those 8 minutes of faster speed. It's really works really nice when you don't have a beacon around. And then wood, pretty much all these wood supplies. So I just use birch wood because that's what I had most of. So there's birch wood, torches, some random doors, you know, planks and all that stuff. And then here we got ender pearls. So, you know, I have some, normally I would have these in my inventory, but, you know, I was running around, farming the wood. So, but yeah. And then now that we have the ender farm, that I built up quick, just before, we will always have an infinite supply of ender pearls. So that makes getting around way easier. Happy day on the server. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this little episode building up of the wood farm. That's what it's called. Oh man, memory fart. And the little clips of us doing the Enderman farm, so which is, you know, pretty basic. So awesome. Well, thanks for watching, and hope everyone who is watching has a wonderful, wonderful evening. God bless.